Don't replace God's space because out of his grace, he has given you a man. Don't do that. Give God his time and you have the rest of your day to just with his son. Do you understand? Hello everybody, how y'all doing? I hope you guys are doing good. So the word that we have for this week is don't replace God's space. It's similar to something that we've spoken about in the past, but God wanted me to come back again and hammer it again. Don't replace God's space. I'm gonna use myself as a personal example again. So baby girl fell in love. Yeah. I fell in love with someone I have some gentleman like that, but that's besides the point. So then we would talk and we would talk towards my prayer time. And then I'll be looking at the time will be looking at me. I'll be looking at the time will be looking at me, and I would see that it's 5 minutes to my prayer time. We'll continue, but the gist is sweet. We'll continue talking. We'll continue talking. Then we'll now cross over to my prayer time. I'm looking at the time so I know. Continue talking. And anyway, we'll talk into my prayer time. Eventually, sometimes he would catch cognizance of the fact that it's your prayer time, you have to go. Sometimes I would use small ojoro to don't do this at home, folks. So I would use small ojoro to prolong the conversation, and then I would say, "Oh, I'll make up for it later," of which I almost never did. But that's besides the point. And so one day, it was time for my personal retreats, and I had time with God. Okay, no, it was during my personal retreats. The first thing God lambasted me with is, I brought a man into your life and you're replacing him with me. I said, sorry, sir, don't be angry. I had to quickly receive sense. I tell you my personal story so that you know that number one, I'm not perfect and I experience life just like you, but also so that it encourages you to be able to make the right changes as well. And don't replace. And I think during that time of my retreat, I watched this video, and this woman of God mentioned how sometimes when you pray to God for something, right, and he gives it to you, you're so excited, especially when it comes to a man. You're excited, oh my goodness, God brought him, and in getting to know him and being excited about the fact that, oh, God said yes and all that wonderful stuff, you tend to um kind of replace God's space, with this person. And God told me to tell you today not to do that. There will still be time for you to get to know this person, but not at the expense of your fellowship with God, not at the expense of getting to know God. It's in that place with God that He'll give you instructions, even about your relationship, even about your future home. It's in that time with God that He might even give you, direction on what to do and what not to do. Do you understand? So don't replace God's space. Once you've entered that relationship, you prayed for it, you did, we get it. I agree. I agree. I see. It was not easy, but don't replace God's space because out of his grace, he has given you a man. Don't do that. Give God his time and you have the rest of your day to just with his son. Do you understand? Alright guys, that's all we have to say for today. I know that I'm only talking to females. God gave me instructions for females. So to the brothers, I'm sorry. Okay, don't be angry. It's just I was told to talk to the females. Because some of these things were some things that I did. So I'm talking to my sisters in Christ. All right, guys. Until next time. Bye.